echoes of desolation. In the heart of the forgotten town of Ravenswood stood an old, dilapidated house that time had swallowed whole. Its sagging roof and broken windows seemed to exhale a chilling breath, and the overgrown vines whispered tales of neglect and despair. The townsfolk, wrapped in superstitions, avoided the place as if it were cursed. One day, a curious teenager named Lily, fueled by the allure of the unknown, decided to explore the mysterious dwelling. She pushed open the rusty gate, its eerie screech resonating through the desolate air. As she crossed the threshold, a suffocating silence engulfed her, broken only by the distant creaks and groans of the decaying structure. The wallpaper, once vibrant, now clung to the walls like a fading memory. Lily's footsteps echoed through the empty halls, and dust danced in the slivers of light that managed to pierce the darkness. The air was thick with a musty scent, a mixture of rot and abandonment. In the living room, Lily discovered a cracked family portrait, frozen in time. The eyes of the family members seemed to follow her, their faces etched with an unsettling permanence. The feeling of being watched intensified as she ascended the creaking staircase, each step protesting her intrusion into the house's long-guarded secrets. Upstairs, Lily stumbled upon a room untouched by time. A child's bedroom, frozen in a moment of play, as if the laughter of the past lingered in the air. A tattered teddy bear sat in a corner, a forgotten sentinel in the silent kingdom of abandonment. As she continued her exploration, Lily became aware of faint whispers, as if the very walls held secrets. The whispers grew into eerie moans, and the temperature dropped. Shadows danced menacingly across the walls, and a cold hand seemed to brush against Lily's neck. Fear clutched at her, but a morbid curiosity kept her pressing forward. In the attic, she discovered an ancient diary, its pages yellowed and brittle. The writing spoke of a tragic family history, of loss and betrayal that had cursed the house for generations. The last entry, written with shaky hands, foretold a fate worse than death for those who dared to disturb the house's slumber. As Lily absorbed the chilling words, the house seemed to awaken. Doors slammed shut, windows rattled, and the whispers crescendoed into anguished cries. Terrified, Lily raced to escape the clutches of the malevolent force that lurked within the desolate house. As she crossed the threshold, the gate slammed shut behind her. This silent echo. In the outskirts of a small village, there stood an abandoned house that time had claimed as its own. The windows, like vacant eyes, stared into the world with a blank emptiness. Ivy clung to the weathered walls, nature attempting to reclaim what had been left behind. One gloomy afternoon, Sarah, a curious teenager, heard tales of the haunted house from the older kids. The story spoke of whispers in the wind and ghostly figures glimpsed through broken windows. Driven by a mixture of fear and fascination, Sarah decided to venture into the silent unknown. The path to the house was overgrown, the weeds whispering secrets as Sarah cautiously approached. The creaking gate seemed to groan with reluctance, as if warning her to turn back. But curiosity fueled her steps, and she entered the realm of the forgotten. Inside, the air felt heavy, and a blanket of dust hung in the stillness. The silence was broken only by Sarah's hesitant breaths. She explored the desolate rooms, where remnants of a life once lived lingered like specters of the past. In the kitchen, cobwebs adorned the forgotten dining table, and a layer of dust coated the abandoned dishes. The air seemed to chill as Sarah moved deeper into the heart of the house. She couldn't shake the feeling of being observed, though no eyes met hers. As she ascended a decaying staircase, the floorboards protested under her weight. Sarah discovered a room where an old mirror clung to the wall, its surface tarnished and cracked. When she looked into it, a fleeting image of a shadowy figure sent shivers down her spine. A sudden draft extinguished the flickering candle she carried, plunging her into darkness. Panic set in as Sarah fumbled for her flashlight, but the beam revealed nothing amiss. The shadows, however, seemed to dance with a life of their own. In the attic, Sarah stumbled upon a dusty chest. Its contents told a tale of a family that had once called this house a home. Yellowed photographs captured moments of joy, juxtaposed with handwritten letters expressing sorrow and regret. As Sarah read the letters, a soft, distant weeping filled the air. The walls seemed to absorb the echoes of heartache, and a sorrowful presence enveloped her. The spirit of a long-gone resident sought solace, its silent cries reaching out through the passages of time. Feeling a mixture of empathy and fear, Sarah decided it was time to leave. Yet, as she stepped back into the fading daylight, the house seemed to exhale a silent thank you. The whispers faded, the empty eyes of the windows closed, and nature resumed its slow reclamation of the forgotten dwelling. As Sarah walked away, she couldn't shake the feeling that, perhaps, she had brought a semblance of peace to the silent echo of the abandoned house.